And we are live. Hello, everyone. If you're jumping in, catching this on the replay or right now, welcome. Thanks for joining us. We have Victoria, Renee, a star in so many ways, and Samir. We've been having fun.
You're also a star.
What's that?
Also a star.
Also, hey, all of us in our own way. Little stardust here, stardust there.
Little spritzel, little spritzel.
Sprinkle, sprinkle. Absolutely. And just having a good old time. Personally, I've just had a couple of days R&R beachside, which was really nice. So I'm feeling good about that. And
nice.
How about you, Victoria? How have you been this week?
I've been really, really good. Honestly, I'm going to stand up because I don't feel like sitting. I have too much energy. Hi. It's been a great week. We've been working hard, man. Just, been recording.
Yeah.
This is my fave.
Yeah,
it's my second favorite. Second to performance.
Hey, Sammy.
Hey, Sammy. And yeah, so we've been in the studio and got some fun projects going on.
I gotta say, can I drop the name? We're working on a couple of songs, but I really like the one that you sent us as well. Can we talk about that one?
You like Sweet Disaster?
Yeah, it totally has that like 80s synth weekend vibe, and I love the hook. It's a total pop track.
Totally, right?
And I can't wait to hear what Nico's done with it. I've been out of the studio, but I know that he's working up. So yeah, I like it. I think it's gonna be a fire track. You want to tell us about it? Why are you recording it? What's it a part of?
Yeah, so I'm recording Sweet Disaster because we're using it for Hollywood Grit, the movie that we've talked about before, that we've been working on for the soundtrack. And when you add just little cues, it's not going to be like the title track or whatever, it's just going to be in it. Yeah. But at the end of, I don't like putting stuff out anymore because I've done it. That's not polished up right, like pros work on paper. We need to make sure that this is all, we got to cover our bases, and Nico's handling the track, and I'm super stoked on it. It kind of gives you this 80s vibe, but with now production, which I love. It's upbeat. It's a fun song. It's very I'm almost want to say euphoria kind of a vibe.
I mean, it's kind of got the syncopation, like it's kind of got a rhythm that kind of makes you want to bop, and that's always the good feeling.
It's very it's like it's a fun dance song too, which is I love, because I love dancing like honestly as much as I love singing, which is
it's funny, as much as I love dancing, look, the way my music can come across real mellow, especially as I've been practicing like this solo routine for a while. But you put in a good beat behind it, and it's like, and then everybody's got their pocket. You got the more I'm playing, the more I want to get the band back together.
It's
quite like it.
Totally, yeah, you're totally right. And I have some shows upcoming too. Hey, Jane. Some shows that we're excited about too. Just I've got a show on the 23rd at Art House, which you guys know about. And downtown, it's a really cool venue.
LA.
Yeah, LA. Like how did I just turn out Australian? That was wild.
Seriously, I was gonna say LA. In LA.
Yeah. And then there was something else that was important. Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna throw a little teaser in. I'm up for this gig that's a big one. It's a very, very prestigious club. So we'll see if that all works out,
That's the teaser? Okay.
That'd be awesome. Yeah. Yeah, getting the band together, man. Just working that out. Like just getting, I can't wait. Samir, we always play so well together live. Like this guy can just listen to something and be like, okay. That's a fiddle, but
and then you're doing all these beautiful runs. Oh man, I was listening to some of our unreleased recordings, and I'm excited to release some of them.
I'm excited to release them too.
Yeah,
We're gonna yeah, we'll talk about that.
yeah. Okay, I can't wait.
We
I
have a
mean,
plan and we're excited about it.
yeah, I love it. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Cool. So then, what else? What new idea do you want to sprinkle on us today? What have you seen in the industry that you think is worth sharing and why?
Okay. CDs are back. Did
CDs
we
are
talk
back. Is
about
this
that?
true?
CDs
James,
are back.
Sammy, Ralph, have you seen CDs come back yet?
Hi, Ralph. Yeah, so I my label said it. They were like, CDs are coming back, and I'm like, okay, like these people know what they're doing, but I
Yeah.
was just like, really, CD? Why though?
Wow.
And like how? Because we don't have CD players. Well, I looked on Amazon and CD players. There, it was like 5,000 sold in the last like 2
Like
days or
week
whatever.
or something. That
Yeah,
is wild. I can't. I mean, I guess, and they can make us buy things. I don't know. I don't. You know, like that'll be interesting. I'd love. I'll. I
well,
mean, are we
it's a
going to
good
see
thing for
people walking
artists.
down the street with CD mans again and just like,
Yeah.
what are we going to do? I was
Well,
just going through.
what I did was I put, I have a CD. I just got a bunch of CDs with my music on it, and so what I did was I put a QR code. Yeah, I put a QR code on it, which is different from a barcode, just so we know.
Yeah, yeah.
Things I
Right.
learned from my label and for our label.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the QR code. So if you don't have the CD player, then you can just scan it and you stream it on whatever DSP you like. So it's a
Okay. So it's like another collectible, which is
it's a
kind of cool.
collectible,
I
yeah.
mean, that's really riding the '90s trend that's coming back, I guess, is what it is. Because like they're like, let's just go with '90s all out blitz, and and it is. I mean, look, I'm a relic. I have CDs out, and I used to love, and I was also like a kid collecting them, and like, and the designing of the CD packets is a big. It's a wonderful place. Like I enjoyed consuming it. Like we used to just sit around and be like, does this one fold up? Are there lyrics in it? What are the pictures? Like the whole
Yeah.
9 yard. I was like, I think it's a great place to
Yeah.
So
Totally.
that's exciting. So for that reason,
It is exciting. Well, it's fun for the art. It's fun for us because you get to get a whole insert. Michael from Sound of LA, that's our label, he was talking about there's like a name for the sleeve, and then there's the left pan sleeve and the right. I'm like, wow, this guy knows his stuff. And there's different photos for different. It's a little bit more tangible than streaming, and it's for so many reasons. You have lyrics in there, you can have a bio in there, you can have whatever message you want to put out in your thing. It's multifaceted, and so
yeah, it's a total nice canvas to play on. Jane's saying that she bought a CD, but she doesn't have anything to play it on.
oh,
right, well,
yay!
Yeah,
What CD did you buy?
Yeah, tell us, Jane, what CD did you get? We'd love to know. Yeah, I mean that's an awesome platform. And I remember when I was at, I mean, it's just what I remember. I was at one of the Grammy shows, and like there's like a whole pre-Grammy thing, right, where they hand out like 80 Grammys that's not on TV. And I remember because like I grew up loving Pearl Jam, honestly. Like I thought Pearl Jam was great, and the bass player is like badass, and he won the Grammy for the best art art design on the label design. I was like, that is great. Someone who's just going like so into the art, like just going like, I'm gonna make it as beautiful as the production, like everything about it, the details, and that's what I've been really enjoying about the collaborative working with these teams in the industry, because I'm more of the artist inspired guy. That's I'm the songwriter, I'm the dreamer, so I just kind of like generate the diamonds in the rough, right? And then these cats come in and then they really put that detail on and polish it, and take care of it, and then I see it really become so much bigger, so much better, and more, just the beautiful experience. right?
I
So
agree. That's what it is. It's like it's a whole encompassing experience. You get to hold it in your hands and get all nostalgic with it. Like maybe I don't buy a whole CD player. Maybe I buy a Walkman. You know,
yeah,
just like get crazy.
yeah.
Wait, those are cassettes, right? Are
Well,
those
I know
CDs?
they had CD mans too. So here's a fun story. So back in the day, oh man, it was pretty epic, and I got a lot of props from this. So I was a big Bob Marley really was like a big. I loved Bob, and so like and the reggae and all that. So then when I was in in my early days in San Francisco, California, the Wailers came through, some of the original members, and I got
Nice.
so lit up by them, and we hung out. And next thing you know, like I don't know, next thing I'm hanging out with these guys. So then
Yeah.
I end up going to them, meeting them in another show, and I customized this whole CD package on a CD man, and I taped that shit closed, and I had all my contact on it, and I gave them like a CD man loaded with my music on it.
That's genius. You
I
are
mean,
so smart. Well, that's probably expensive though, right?
well, it
I
was
mean, if
worth
you
the
do it to a
experience.
bunch of yeah, if you do it to a bunch of people, but if you just do it to the well, okay,
To
honestly, that's sort of how I got signed my last deal. Like somebody was, okay, you're a singer, great. Everybody says that. I'm like, well, hold on a minute. And I just put my headphones on the head and they were, okay, just right then and there,
yeah,
you know, be
nice,
ready, I guess.
ready
Yeah.
to go. Oh,
Yeah.
great. So
Yeah.
like perfect. Like always having your stuff on you. I
Yeah.
was as I was getting ready for this, I was flipping through my IG, locking all of these stuff in, and I saw a clip from you from your early days singing with some choir in like a red
Oh my
dress.
God.
You must have been like 14 years old. I don't know how old you were.
Yeah. I was
Rocking
like,
your vibrato. What
what
was
did you
that?
say about it?
Just rocking a vibrato. Like, what was this?
Oh, okay. So I was in Central Sound at Lawrence Central High School, which is the name of our show choir. Our show choir was show choir in the Midwest is not what you see on Glee. It's a whole thing. It's like a whole thing. Like we spend 3 months preparing for these shows. Shows. They're big shows though, and it was
Zane
cool.
saw it, loving
Jane's
it, saying it was amazing. Big
thank
fan of
you.
high school choirs.
Yeah, I feel like it's different from regular choir. It's like
No, it looked
like
like it was like
choreography.
Kennedy Center production, like
Yeah,
it was like
it was,
Broadway, like it was a big thing. Not Broadway,
and
but
that
like
was like we didn't even have our normal set right there. Like that was the first one of that season.
yeah,
So we start with an opener, then we go to a boys number, a girls number, a ballad, and then a closer. So it's a lot of choreography, a lot of fast changes, a lot of vocal parts and visuals. And so they will judge you on vocals. They judge you on choreography. They judge you on your lines. Like if we're hitting this, was everybody doing it at the exact same time? And did it make an overall visual that lines up, or was something out of place? Or like it's
right,
very cutthroat.
yeah.
But Central Sound they're grand champions in 12 countries and like
See,
most
that's what I'm saying. Like it looked like a legit production,
it
you
is.
know.
It's a
And then
legit
Big Brother
production.
walks off and
Yeah.
steals the show. It was beautiful. And you must have been coming off of like I mean, because you started so young, you
Yeah.
must have been like a seasoned pro at that point.
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
I was already doing this, but I was still nervous.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so because I was used to singing what I sing, and I worked on that specifically for a long time, but I wasn't supposed to have a solo because they're usually for the upperclassmen, but you still have to audition. And well, you don't have to audition, but even the
Yeah.
upperclassmen have to, audition. They typically reserved for that. And I just it was my first day being at this, the show choir, and Mrs. Adrianson, who I still talk to,
Oh,
was like,
beautiful.
yeah,
That's
she's
awesome.
amazing. And she was, oh, this is crazy. Yeah. So she was like, Victoria, you want to try this? I just wasn't expecting it.
Right.
So we audition in class, and then we have for Tuesdays from like after school until 9 p.m. rehearse. And she's like, do you want to try the solo? And I'm like, oh my God, like I didn't even practice it. I was so nervous. And I literally have to walk up behind the risers, like the risers in our choir
you
room.
have like a grand entrance and everything.
Yeah. And I'm just like walking, and I'm like, oh my God, don't mess up. And like everybody's moving apart, you know, as I walk.
Yeah.
People, and it was just like,
make way.
I wanted it so bad though, too. I wanted the solo, and I was just mad I didn't prepare for it. It turns out it didn't matter. It was fine. But
yeah. You know, I mean, us performers, we're always the first one to criticize in like our own performance. And like, you know, I just remember years and years of coming off the stage saying, you know, and just like, but I get over it. You know, it was great. I mean, you wouldn't know. Like it was such a solid performance. Great presence.
By then I had done it, you know. I'm talking about the audition in
got it. Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Good.
Yeah. It was fun. It was wild.
I know we keep saying this each week, but like really I want to compile a bunch of links because I wish I had that ready to go and just be like share it with our viewers, you know, like that was a great performance.
I can airdrop that.
If you have it, then if it shows up on my computer, then I'll play it right away.
Okay. Yeah. It was pretty fun. I mean, I was such a it was so hard too, because it was the whole thing is on what we call a vocal break, right? You know that place in your voice you don't really have a ton of power, but the belt was right in my sweet spot. So I was like, if I can just get through the first 15 seconds of this song, I'm golden, you know? And I'm just like, you can hear it. I'm super flat on Can. Journey, Can is what it should have been, but it was like, I was like, I don't know. It was flat. You could hear it, but
okay, all right. Well, I didn't hear it. Okay. It was mesmerizing. It was a great performance, and I look forward to being able to share it. And while you send me that, let me go ahead and play. I'll play one of our songs for people out there. All right?
Yeah. Okay.
And then, all right, we're gonna listen to what do we have? Well, you know, we haven't released this song yet, but boy, are we going to! Tell us if you like it. We're gonna listen to you and I doing a Take a Shallow.
Oh, speaking of you and I, also we should do you and I, another Gaga song. We should do that. I don't know why that just struck with me right now.
Okay, great. All right, send it over. Yeah, and please, you guys, and we're getting so many great suggestions for songs that you know requests for us to cover. I love it.
I know, me too.
Know, yeah, so it's coming. It's coming. All right, y'all. So enjoy this one and let us know if you love it and if you want to hear it released. All right.
Oh yeah, that part.
Here we go. Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world? Or do you need more? Is there something else you're searching for? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for a change. And in the bad times I fear myself.
Tell me something, boy. Aren't you tired trying to fill that void? Or do you need more? Ain't it hard keeping it so hardcore? I'm falling. And in the good times I find myself longing for change. And in the bad times I feel myself I'm off the deep end. Watch as I dive in. I'll never meet the ground. Crash through the stars. the shallow, in the shallow, in the shallow, we're far from the shallow now.
I love this build.
Oh, 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 I'm up the deep end, watch as I dive in. I'll never meet the ground. Crash through the surface where they can't hurt us. We're far from the shallow night. In the shallow, in the shallow, in the shallow, we're far from the shallow now.
So stupid. I'm almost writing the same exact thing. I love that song so much.
Yo, isn't it? It's such. I love it too.
Just the track, just the way the track builds is
what
just
a song.
like, gosh, it just really is a journey, you know?
Oh my gosh, what a song. Yeah. And yeah, totally. I think it's just and she has a few of them that are just like, I mean, obviously Lady Gaga is like massive for 1,000 reasons, but what songwriting, lyricism.
Give me a million reasons. Give me a million reasons. That's Gaga too, right?
Yeah, heck yeah, that is. Yeah.
We should do You and I. Do you guys know You and I from it's a Gaga song, yeah? You and I.
Sing on, Sammy. She's singing along, waking up the neighbors.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Love it. Oh, my neighbors probably hate me. Well, they used to, but now I have this.
Yeah. You look like you're pretty locked in. Pretty good.
I'm pretty locked in. You can't hear me at all. If you're outside this door, you can't hear me, really. Unless I'm singing really high.
Yeah. Nice. So are you going to get in the booth in the next couple of days? You, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, you are.
I'm going to be in the booth. We got some stuff going on.
Yeah. No, it was great, man. I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to start sharing these clips. And what was I gonna? Yeah. Yeah, it's just good to hear us play that song again. Originals. I can't wait till we start cracking these originals, dropping a cover with an original of ours. Like there's just so much music,
fun.
So much to get going. And I'm glad, it's traction. It's in this building. So
yeah,
very lucky, very grateful. Thank you guys for tuning in, listening, and giving us suggestions. And Did you
play originals when you did your last show?
Yeah.
That's
I did,
fun,
but
right? To see just test marketing. Just where are people sitting with this?
Right. Yeah.
How'd it go?
It was good. It's great. It's like there's only so much. It's a mellow vibe, all of it, because it was just me with the guitar looping. I wasn't really adding any beats or anything to it. So it worked well. And I had some, a lot of melodies. It went well. Like what I found actually is like my relationship to the songs is what's changed. Like I'm just more in it than I've ever been. And then that changes everything.
It does.
Like when you're just like, I just feel like, I've been doing it for a minute now, but like still like I was kind of like ahead of myself in my younger years. Now I feel like I'm just there, and like so everything shines differently. Yeah, it's just like a different presence, and so every note is different. Every vote,
you've gotten comfy. You got comfortable with yourself, so that gives you confidence, right?
Yeah, but I also had a couple, great covers in there, which were a lot of fun. Also relieves the pressure, which is also why I love singing with you, playing with you, because like, you're such a talent. It's like I can just sit back and watch you, and hear and vibe off of what you're bringing to the table. It's not just and I love that. And then we kind of rise together. It's a beautiful thing. So
I agree. I think it's so much more fun doing it with performing with another person because, well, you feed off the chemistry of the room, obviously, but when you have somebody, let's just say it's a weird vibe or somewhere, right? I don't know. I don't know if that's happened yet, maybe, but you have each other that you're like, I don't need this chemistry. Like, it's nice to have that, like, where you're like, even if no one's listening, I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Every time. Well, I haven't played at a place like Art House literally since I was 10. I think I told you last time. Because it's like it's a restaurant vibe, but it's intimate, and I just haven't done that. Like what you're saying is what is appropriate for that setting.
Mm-hmm.
What I do is not, you know.
All right.
And you're gonna be like, I'll be quiet, I'll be like more chill, but that's just not like what I do. But it's fun still to do it anyway, just because, you know, just seeing if you can just going up there and having fun, even if when people are eating, because that's the thing in restaurants, you don't have to just command their attention. It's not the Victoria show. It's
right.
I'm supposed to be ambiance, but I don't know how to do that because I'm so extra. You know what I mean? I'm just like, yo, chill.
Yeah.
Just, you know, but it's just, I like having a good time, man. I want to dance while I'm singing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is totally just not it. I'm doing it for myself.
Yeah.
Not for, you know, like, it's fun for me. And so if you,
and that's what there's, you know, Jane saying, like, you know, when you feel it, it lights it up. You know what I mean?
That's it.
And that's
well, 100%. Also, it's just a good habit to get into, to, you know, do stuff because you love it, not because of the response that you are expecting to get or
I'm hearing it so much these days.
Want to get. That's just not good for your mental health.
I guess I got a lot of, like, you know, those Rick Rubin producers on my feed, you know, and they're all, you know, like, and they're like dropping wisdom on TikTok every 2 seconds, but it's always the same message. And it's like, just do it for yourself first. You know, like everything else is honestly everything else. Like,
do it because you love it.
Yeah, and period.
Not because you're expecting money, full stop. Not because do not come for the money. Oh my God, starving artist. I was a starving artist forever. And then also like the, you know, you don't want your art to be dependent on the receptiveness of the audience because the room can change. And now you're judging what your work is based upon a weird room or like, you know, you just don't, there's so many situations there where you could just totally misread something and then just not put a song that you love out because it just didn't test well in that specific environment. And I don't know, right? I'm just blabbering, but
no, but that makes me, I wanted to ask this and it's pointing me right there. Like, what are any songs that you're excited to perform this week or at the Art House or any
Yeah. So, okay. So this is going to be interesting because we are going to do acoustic. I'm playing with my friend John and he's amazing. You will love him. He played with me on the songs that I did for Hollywood Gray. It's just awesome. Great. Awesome dude. Yeah. And basically we are going to do covers and originals. And I think because he can sing too, I was like, maybe he does some of the, you know, I think we're going to do Shallow because we're doing a Queens of Pop situation. It's going to be, we'll have that in there. We have some Christina in there. We have our originals in there. We have, some of the stuff that we did for the movie. And then I have
2 of you playing.
Yeah. Just, you know, I'm not good enough on guitar to play for myself.
No, but I mean, like, I didn't know if you had the whole band.
No, yeah. Well, maybe. Cool. So we were talking to our friend Nick, who did sax throughout the whole film. He's just amazing. So hopefully, I think maybe he's going to come in and play some of the songs that we did on the movie sax, which would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you know, just spritzel in some covers in there, and it's going to be a good time. I'm excited about it.
I was just, I don't know where I was. I you know, probably just like late night decompression, and then I saw it was like, oh yeah, it was Drew Barrymore was like interviewing Christina. I was like, let me see what's going on here, and like still going for it. Still, anyway, I just hadn't seen Christina in a long time, and so I just like saw an interview snippet of it the other day, and it's cool. Still going.
Is she? I'm curious. I have questions about that. I posted a video yesterday singing Christina on social.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, if you can, and you absolutely are one of the few. Yeah.
I think I was just mimicking her voice. Like, what was it? Oh, it's just like that kind of a tone. It's just kind of fun to like sing it that way, just like being silly, but also her old stuff slaps. Like her Genie in a Bottle, or what was the one? What a Girl Wants.
Commemorating that song, I think it's like an anniversary of that. And I remember there was a lot of heat when that song came out. She didn't want that to be her first debut, but they, that was when the industry owned everything, and they're like, no, this is how you're gonna come out. But like decades later, like she's still, still doing it.
It's a bop. Who produced it? Max, probably.
I remember it being from the management side that I remember hearing. Like I don't know.
That's so interesting. Well, they had to A/B Britney. That's what the labels do. You have Britney Spears. She's a huge star. Let me find a rival for my label.
Right.
They just artists A/B each other.
Okay.
And then they were like, well, this girl's different. What was she talking about in the interview?
What were they talking about? I mean, let me think back. I think they were talking about the anniversary of the song. And kind of like how, what she's starting, how things are going. I can't remember, it was quick. I just kind of checking out the vibe on what they were talking. And
it's so interesting that was what they were doing, and I just happened to post that yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Yeah. And speaking of and so here's yours. I want to, speaking of big voices, let's play yours of when you were, what we were talking about earlier today, okay? Because I'm a Victoria fan and I want to share this one. So give me a second and let me try to figure this out. Ladies and gentlemen, some more Victoria Renee in her early years. Let me see.
Gosh. I was just a little baby child.
I gotta find it.
Oh.
I'm gonna do the whole screen. Here we go. Sharing the whole screen.
Woohoo. That's the one.
That's the one.
We have lots of these.
Where is it?
Starting here, starting now, when we'll walk together, year by year. So be still, take my hand, for the greatest journey coming. Starting here, starting now.
Yeah.
We're walking along the street, we're at a party. I wish you guys could see the whole thing. It's wild what these people can do. The voices in that group, oh my god, gives me goosebumps. Like half of them are like signed to Major Players. They're some of the solo. Oh, that makes me like very appreciative of my solo. But anyway, it was cool going to. I like being around people that sharpen me.
Yeah, iron sharpens iron. I love that.
Yeah, they're really talented kids over there.
Yeah. Are you in touch with any of that crew? Do you know any? Are you still in touch with any of them? Yeah, you are.
Yeah, well, I still talk to our teacher, Miss A. We called her Miss A, but Mrs. Adrianson. I don't know. I talked to her not that long ago, actually, and I talked to some of the kids, it was funny after the fact. This girl named Emma. Oh my God, I don't remember her last name. Anyway, Emma came to town and she hit me up, and we went out and hung out, and she was telling stories about CS that I didn't even know about. Like, people were like, "Oh, well, when you came," and then I was just like, being removed so far away from that now is just like, it's fun catching up with those people and remembering all of those. We got really close,
Yeah,
everybody in
those
Central Valley.
productions.
Yeah, I mean, it was a whole year of, we have, the beginning of the year, you have your normal, like, beginning of the year show, right? And then we start working on vocals, and then we get risers, and then we turn around, we do the choreography, and then we do choreography in front of the mirror, and then we turn the risers around, so we're no mirrors anymore, right?
Yep.
And it's a lot of work, and it's physical, really physical, trying to sing that many songs without losing the vocal, and with that much choreography is wild. I mean, there were lifts, there were like, our school hired this guy, Mike something. Anyway, he was a choreographer for a Broadway some show, and it was like being in a conservatory. It was like, you have to eat before you come to class, or like, and then just, it was 3 hours a couple days a week after school, and then during the school week we had to rehearse, and then there's the Christmas show, and they kept us very busy.
Right.
All Saturdays, because you have preliminaries, right? And then we travel. There's preliminaries, and then if you get preliminary, you're gonna go to finals. So it was a 18-hour day every Saturday, because not to brag, but we always made finals. No, I mean, there were other schools that were better than us, though, sometimes,
Right.
every once in a while. There's a school called Carmel High School. They had unlimited funds, right? So it was like borderline not fair, because
Right.
they had like pyrometrics and this crazy backdrop, and like, it was a huge production, and the bands are live. We're not playing with tracks. They're
Right.
Yeah. So one of the other schools that had an incredible music program that was right next to our school, which was North Central, they were like, all right, what we're going to do is have no backdrop this year. We will have no settings. We will have ourselves, and we will have the band, and like basically nothing else. And it was just so badass, like, because they were so good. I've got to send you this video they did. They did a version of "Oh Fortuna" that I can't even, like, I have goosebumps. It's so good. They had these hoods on their face, and then they're walking, and it's quiet, right? So they're holding these like fake candles, and they just like, everyone steps off together, and it's this huge thud. "Oh Fortuna," and it's just like, oh fuck, everybody's like losing their minds. They're like, no, they don't have a backdrop. Y'all gonna win state anyway. Doesn't matter. And it was just like, oh, we all became so much, like, we just became such good friends, and it was just such a great time.
Yeah. I love it. That's like the
talent means money.
that talent and money. Yeah, that's a winning combination, isn't it? Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Nice. Victoria, I feel like I'm gonna play. I'm excited about our originals. Why don't you send me a link of another one of yours? I'm gonna slap one of mine up, and then and take it from there. Right? Yeah, send me a link of your video, and I'm gonna play now a song that I remastered last year and put into the Grammy pool. So you're gonna see all kinds of like.
Are you?
Yeah, no, and it didn't get, but I mean, it was great. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed putting this song into it made it through a couple of rounds, and the community was so supportive. People really kind of were like coming out of the woodwork for this song. So I'm happy to share. Last year.
Sick.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was super fresh. No, this year I haven't put anything in yet. We still have time if we want to get busy, by the way, until
Okay,
about
let's do it.
September, October.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
Here we go. Enjoy this one. This one's called Luminescent.
Sunrise glowing all upon the avenue. Lustrous colors dancing in the morning dew. Skylight sparkles, stars start dreaming two by two. And our love lingers, want to see the morning through. As we gaze into the sun, colors flying over everyone. We jump for joy, the day is young, the day is young. Luminescent, incandescent, reverie. People waking from their slumber, epiphany. A new day bringing, people singing unity. Jubilation, celebration, you and me. As we gaze into the sun, colors flying over everywhere. We jump for joy, the day is young, the day is young. As we gaze into the sun, colors flying over everywhere. We jump for joy, the day is young, the day is young. As we gaze into the sun, colors flying over everywhere. We jump for joy, the day is young, the day is young. As we gaze into the sun, colors flying over everywhere. Jump for joy, the day is young, the day is young. As we gaze into the sun, colors flying over everywhere.
Gosh, what a vibe.
It's a vibe.
chill and relaxing, but still is such a big build in it. I love that song.
Thank
Like
you.
the instrumentation and the vocal is so buttery and smooth. Great song.
Thank you. Thank
I
you very
love
much.
Yeah.
A lot of fun putting that one down. Great experience recording that song. I got, some great musicians on that. Like I've always recorded live instruments, right? So it's all
Pretty
live.
awesome. You're a real artist.
Right, man. It's just how I came out. I came out playing music,
Yeah,
hands on.
music
Never
chose
stop.
you.
Never
You
stop.
shouldn't. You should never stop. You should do what things to you.
Listen, I could talk to you forever, and
know.
we will. But I'm gonna give them another song from you this time, and then we're gonna tag out and maybe keep ourselves talking on the side real quick. But thank you all for coming through, hanging out with us. I'm gonna play another song. This is because we were talking about Christina. I'm gonna go for your Christina video. And,
do it.
All right, and
Okay.
Okay, love you guys.
This is my first ever video ever. It's so crazy.
Yeah, give us a little story. I need to learn to speak a little bit more about these songs before we drop them. So give us 100 words on the story behind this video we're about to share.
Okay, so this is literally the first song I ever did a video for and covered and put out and like released. I guess. Oh my God! Wait, no, I never actually released it. I only did a YouTube release. That's crazy. Anyway, so yeah, that's this song, and it's crazy, and I'm like a little baby child, and but I did produce the vocals myself, which I was kind of proud of. If you know this song, you'll hear a little bit of a difference in that. So, okay, yeah, here we go.
All right, let's do it.
I don't know if I can watch this.
All right.
I may avert my eyes.
You have to.
Cringe.
Here we go. Let me see if I can pull it up. There it is.
So sad.
I know. Oh my God, it's the Tortured Artist Department.
Right?
Open this. Bigger.
Ads. Thank you. I don't know if the volume's on.
I hear it.
Oh, you hear it? I don't hear it.
You hear it?
Mm-mm.
Oh. All right, technical difficulties then.
Mm-hmm. There it goes. Yep. So you just have to make one bigger, I guess. Yeah.
Hear it now?
Uh-huh. I think no, I can't hear it again.
All right,
It did the same thing you did the last time where you were playing it in the screen itself, and then you just make that bigger.
Trying.
Like it'll click out of it and then yeah. Oh well, okay. It's whenever you click on it, it doesn't make the sound, but when you just hover over the left side of the screen, usually there's like an option to make it bigger, right? Yeah, maybe.
Tender, keep it coming till I don't remember at all. How bad it hurts when you go.
So small.
See, just try clicking it now.
All right, you know what? This is what we're gonna troubleshoot.
Yep.
Okay. So
Got it.
we're gonna stop sharing this now. Come back to us.
Hey.
And you and I commit to get through this so we can dial them up and play them out.
That's
all right?
right. Yep. We're gonna shoot them on through.
Shoot them on through.
Yep.
Sammy, Jane, good to see you.
Good to see you
coming
guys.
in everywhere else. I don't know where you're at. I see 3 of you. Okay, well, anyway, you guys have a great week. Thank you. And we'll see you next Friday. Same time, same place.
Bye.